Howdy, folks. Time is precious and oh so fleeting. Yet we have so many interesting people to meet and remarkable things to see. Join me, won't you?
It's the ultimate Cleveland show.
It starts now.
Oh, hey everybody, it's Mike. I'm here at Ray's Indoor Bike Park. I'm told it's the largest indoor bike park in the country, and who am I to say otherwise? I haven't been to them all, so I just have to take their word for it. This is actually my second time here at Ray's, despite the fact that I'm not much of a bicycle rider since, the 90s. I am here to interview, once again, a very special young man named Huck, who is a championship BMX rider. About a year ago, I got to meet the young man when he was just starting out on the circuit, and now he is the champion within his age bracket. That's right, a Cleveland champion right here. So I thought I'd try to catch up with him, see if success has gone to his head, and possibly try to claim some of the credit for his championship. But he is running a little bit behind right now. I'm sure he's just busy doing champion things. One of my favorite things about being at WKYC is getting to interact with all of these fascinating people. I can almost see some of it in a montage right now. Oh my God, you guys, I'm your biggest fan. This is so exciting. Thank you for letting me meet them. Is there any secret to the throw? Is it like throwing a football?
Well, I don't throw footballs.
Okay. What should they be listening for that's distinct if people are listening in the Ohio area for Bigfoot?
It'd be like this.
That brief montage sure does bring back some memories. Hey, speaking of memories, it seems like just yesterday that I interviewed Huck, now a world champion, for the first time right here at Ray's.
The greater Cleveland area has been home to no shortage of legendary athletes. Jesse Owens won 4 Olympic medals right in Hitler's face. LeBron James hasn't done bad for himself. And now it appears we just might have a new sports icon in town. And he's 7. Bask in awe, Cleveland, at the sick moves of Huck Karinsky of Bay Village, who last year broke the world record for the youngest male to complete a backflip, then at the tender age of 6. The young man has no shortage of talent and moxie to spare.
How did you feel when you broke that world record?
Happy.
What's a trick that you want to do that you aren't ready to do quite yet?
A 360.
360, that's all the way around.
But like this way.
This
not
way.
Like that way.
Right, not this way, that way.
I met Huck at Ray's Indoor Mountain Bike Park on the near west side, which has become like a second home to him. To his credit, all the success doesn't seem to be going to his head.
And you are getting famous. I actually just saw this article about you in the Plain Dealer.
I
That's
said,
you.
did you have a newspaper on there about me?
It is.
But I said, do you have my newspaper
Yes.
on there? And you said no.
And I lied to you. And that's a lesson that you have to learn.
According to Huck's father, plenty of people have started taking notice of the young athlete's unique talents.
You know, he has fans, and we've been places where Huck's gotten his picture taken with kids. Doesn't know how to sign his name yet, but he's signing helmets.
Champions are often forged under duress, and Huck was no exception.
When COVID happened and the world shut down, this was one of the few places that was open here in Cleveland. It was a battle to find activities for him.
As Huck's popularity gains steam, building his brand has become a family affair. Huck's sister Ada is helping maintain his social media presence.
I understand you manage his social media accounts, some of them. How's that going?
Good. I try to post a lot so a lot of people can see.
Huck appears to be adjusting well to his new life as a BMX celeb.
Are you the coolest kid in class?
No.
You're not? Who's the coolest kid in your class?
My friend Gavin.
What world record does he hold?
No.
None? Doesn't sound very cool to me. You're cooler.
Dad says the family is doing their best to make sure Huck's life has balance.
As high as he goes on a BMX bike, we're trying to keep him as grounded as possible.
His folks must be doing something right because their kid was nice enough to give me some tips on thrashing the course.
Go down a ramp.
Just go down the ramp?
You push forward, you don't lean back.
Are they always gonna be flying at me like that? Mm-hmm. Okay, and we're down. Okay, lean forward. I'm going, oh no. Okay, I'm down, it's fine.
Huck's a special kid who deserves some recognition, so I bestowed upon him the highest award one can receive in the greater Cleveland area.
I'm giving you this certificate of achievement in recognition of doing Cleveland proud, and then that's officially signed by me. Do you think this is the second coolest thing that ever happened to you other than breaking that world record? Mm-hmm. Don't worry, there's a lot of life left, kid.
So congrats to you, Huck. Keep your eye on the prize. And thanks for everything you taught me.
Come on, let's time it up. 1, 2, 3. I feel like you're blowing it. If you're just joining us, I am waiting to do a follow-up interview with a Cleveland celebrity, 8-year-old BMX champion Huck, but he is just running a little bit behind, as celebrities are wont to do. I hope I'm not getting big-timed here. For whatever reason, this area has given birth to lots of fascinating people, including this next person that I sat down with, someone who is truly dedicated to the thing that they really enjoy.
Move over, Rock Hall. Step aside, Pro Football Hall of Fame. Northeast Ohio has another historic museum that has become a mecca for passionate fans of a very specific interest. Trolls! No, not those trolls. No, not those ones either. These trolls. Maybe, like me, you didn't know that they were still a thing. But boy, are they. And some people are really into them.
Introduce me to this.
Right,
fellow.
this is like a pretty regular troll. A lot of people have this troll. I took her hair out because her hair was artificial, and I love the actual Icelandic sheepskin.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Oh, that's the stuff.
It's here in Alliance, Ohio that you will find the Troll Hole, a vibrant museum housing the world's largest collection of troll dolls. It's the realized vision of owner and curator Sherry Groom, who started collecting trolls when she was 5 and never looked back.
We started with 2,000 trolls. It was a very passive collection that I started when I was 5, my first troll. But once it became a business, now I had reason to buy more trolls. So now we have over 40,000 pieces. Trolls, troll dolls, and troll memorabilia.
What do you think it is about the troll doll where it just stuck with people and it hit such a chord?
They're so ugly, it makes you laugh. And the Scandinavian belief system was if you're laughing, no harm can come to you. Something about the hair, something about the eyes, it's a magical element to the troll dolls that make them so popular.
Sherry was gracious enough to offer me a guided tour throughout this truly labyrinthian troll gallery.
Okay, here we go. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's the good stuff. That felt very cathartic, thank you.
So this one here was my very first, what I call primo or special or expensive troll. So there's lots of new ones that I like, but this was my first really special troll I bought.
That's neat.
Throughout the tour, Sherry shared no shortage of troll history and troll lore.
Wow, there's a lot of stuff with trolls on it.
Boy toys, battle trolls, ninja trolls, big hair dudes with bad attitudes. Then we have oversized troll dolls that didn't fit in the rest of the shelves. Russ's giant wishnicks, treasure trolls, all the different manufacturers.
As they say, if you build it, they will come. Troll doll collectors from near and far gathered here last week for the Alliance of Trolls convention. And for traveling troll lovers like Jana Hasselbring, the journey is worth it.
Well, I bought my first troll in 1964, so I've loved trolls my whole entire life.
Tell me about the troll community. What's it like?
Oh, everybody's so kind to each other. You just wouldn't believe how nice the people are. And I met people from all over the world. If I go anywhere and start talking troll,
Yeah.
people just love it. They all have a troll story.
Yeah, all right. Well, now I definitely have one.
Yeah.
Because I've interviewed you.
I don't personally see the appeal of troll dolls, but that is of course irrelevant, because not everything is for me. And frankly, some of the stuff I like is way weirder than this. But I do think it's great that people who do love troll dolls have a place like this to meet up, hang out, and talk about the thing that they mutually enjoy. So I say troll on, troll hole, and thanks for making Northeast Ohio just a little bit weirder. This is Mike Polk for 3 News.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are still here at Ray's. I am waiting to interview my guest of honor, 8-year-old BMX champion Huck, who is ghosting me right now. But that's fine. That just gives us more time to look at another famous Clevelander. Were you aware that Lyft's late-night hero lives right here in Cleveland? It's true. I met him. Ladies and gentlemen, you are in the midst of greatness. This is Clifton Amos. He is the Lyft Late Night Hero of the Year. That's right, Lyft, that ride-sharing service, gives out awards every year to their best performers. And right here, our Cleveland representative is you, sir. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Over 14,000 rides over the course of 3 years.
Yes.
That's impressive.
Yes.
And what is the secret?
Just be out here
And you are busy, though. I mean, you got to
Yeah.
put in hours and a lot of miles on this car.
on that car.
Now, I'm going to get a ride from you tonight. What am I in store for here?
A good time.
A good time. That's all I'm asking for, Clifton. All right, let's do this.
All
Let's
right,
do
bud.
this. Let's ride.
Okay.
It's Mike. Great. Fantastic. All right, Clifton. In your 3 years, how did you become such a fantastic Lyft driver?
Treating people like I want to be treated. Okay, you know, I greet everybody that comes into my car. If they want to talk, fine. If they don't want to talk, hey.
That's good. That's important to be able to read that. There are times, I'm sure, when you can tell that somebody's just in their zone and they don't need it. And there are times when people do want to chat as if you are their therapist.
Yeah, but I tell you, anybody that wants to do this and do it full time, you better love to drive.
This is like Taxi Cab Confessions, but we don't say anything sexy.
how many miles have you put on this car in 3 years?
236,000 miles.
236,000 miles.
Yep.
That is to the moon and back. I made that up, but that might be statistically true.
It's close.
What's the furthest trip you've taken?
Took a young lady to Detroit. She said, well, I got to get to Detroit by 12 o'clock. You got a problem with that?
Wow.
I said, I'll see you in 5 minutes.
Sometimes when I'll get into a Lyft, the driver will eye me up and down and then change the music based on what they think of me. Do you do that with people?
No.
You don't?
No.
If it's your go-to music, typically, like on a night like tonight, what would you be playing?
I listen to jazz 24/7.
Oh, God bless you. That's nice. Now I understand why everyone's in your car. Cleveland's best Lyft driver right here. Oh my gosh, it was like riding on an angel's cloud. And I get why it works, man. I get why you're doing so well. You got a great personality, you're a smooth driver. Thank you for what you're doing for downtown Cleveland to keep us safe and get us home.
All right, you're welcome, man. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
If you're just joining us, I am still waiting to interview an 8-year-old BMX champion here at Ray's Skate Park in Cleveland. He's running a little behind, but believe me, this kid is worth it. He's very special. I know that for a fact because I spoke with his coaches just moments ago.
I felt like I was watching someone who has ridden before. He might be new to what he's doing, but it looked and it felt like I was watching somebody who has been doing it for years, even though he just started.
At that age, I've never seen someone that good at riding a bike, like he said, that naturally looks good on a bike. But Huck's doing it he was doing it at 6, and he's doing it even better now. Like, he truly is a prodigy.
Okay, before we sit down and have my hard-hitting interview with an 8-year-old BMX champion, I think we have time to meet one more iconic Clevelander that I'd like to introduce to you.
This catchy number, My Alberta Home, is by Clarence Noren. He was not a marquee country western star, so don't feel bad if you haven't heard of him. There's a good chance no one might have if it weren't for this diligent Clevelander.
My name is Franklin Fantini. I do the Dollar Country radio show.
Hello and welcome to Dollar Country. I'm Frank the Drifter and this is Jimmy Lawton.
And as I pour another drink.
Fantini has spent years scouring record stores and the internet for obscure, practically unknown artists, and then archiving their music online by sharing his findings with his loyal audience.
I just collect these country 45s. I find stuff that most people don't know, so regional, local releases especially, stuff that was released that was not on a major label.
For Fantini, this is not merely a hobby, it's a passion and a career.
Originally it was just, my friends heard it. It's gradually turned into this much bigger thing. Probably a few thousand people listen to each episode.
It's so easy to say you are leaving.
His podcast has a devoted following. It acts as a gathering place for people from all over the world who share the same interest.
Some are just like regular music country nerds who like golden age country music. Some people are people who grew up listening to country, then they got older and didn't want to listen to it, and then they've kind of come back around.
Like a nostalgic thing.
Yeah.
A fan of many genres of music, his choice to focus on collecting old country records is the result of a very Cleveland-style mentality.
Originally it's because it was cheap. Country's kind of an undervalued type of music in the record world, because a lot of other records like soul or funk or
so those are
jazz,
all more picked through.
Those are picked through, and they're also they're valuable. So I listen to it and be like, this is really cool. It's only $1.
This basement may be the only place you can find the works of artists like Joe Keane, Jimmy Patton, Lucky LaRue, Al Runyon, Connie Saul, Eddie Bond, or Allen.
And I have probably around 15,000.
While Fantini is no stranger to online record shopping, he also still values the hands-on approach.
The first thing I do is always look for the new arrivals. I've just flipped through so many records that I kind of know what to look for, like what a label looks like from certain eras. The more homemade it looks, generally, the more up my alley it is.
In addition to his online show, for years now, Franklin has been taking his archaeological country music discoveries directly to the people by live DJing a classic country night here at the Little Rose Tavern on the city's west side.
Hello, partner.
But perhaps his greatest service is in archiving the music of as many of these unknown artists as possible.
I did try to put like a thing together on Spotify, like a playlist of Dollar Country stuff, and the vast majority of anything I play isn't on there.
Just because an artist isn't transcendent, that doesn't mean they're not worth remembering. And if not for people like Fantini, these voices might be lost forever to history, and the world would be just a little less musical for it. This is Mike Polk enjoying some classic country bangers for 3 News.
Oh, there he is. Here he comes. Yep. Nice. Woo! All right. Young man.
Hi.
I hear congratulations are in order.
Mm-hmm.
Why are congratulations in order?
I won the national champion.
What's it feel like to be an absolute champion?
Amazing.
Do you remember the feeling when they awarded that to you?
Yeah.
What'd you feel like?
I was like, oh my God, I'm national champion.
What move won you the championship? Do you know?
I think the nothing.
What is that?
It's when you don't put anything on your bike.
How long did it take you to practice to accomplish the nothing?
2 days.
2 days?
2 days or 5 hours.
How do you keep getting better and better?
I push myself harder and harder every day.
Wow, where do you get the drive to do that?
Water.
Water helps. You stay hydrated.
Good sleep.
Good sleep. Hydrate. What else? Eat a lot. What do you eat to carb up?
Candy.
Candy is helpful. That's recommended. So this is the actual thing that you won? And have you worn this anywhere? Do you wear this to school?
No.
Why don't you? I would wear this every day to school if I were you.
I bought it for show and tell though.
As a Cleveland celebrity now who's representing the whole area, do you feel a lot of pressure?
Sometimes when they call my name at competitions, I'm like, I can do this, I can do this. And I'm so nervous.
Yeah.
Once I cried.
Sometimes you just get emotional about things, and that's okay.
Yeah.
And it's cool that you can admit that. Because I'll tell you the truth, I cry sometimes myself too. For example, if I feel like somebody in local media is doing better than me, like my nemesis, Mark Nolan, if I feel like he is getting a gig that I wanted, like for Universal Windows Direct or something like that, and I'll see him like crushing it there, I'm like, why didn't I get that gig? Why am I not in that Ohio Lottery commercial? Do you want to maybe admit that maybe our interaction, maybe the interview you did with me might have gotten you the recognition that helped you achieve this?Maybe I deserve some credit for this too? Yeah, you do. But whatever you feel like saying, I'm not going to put words in your mouth. Do I deserve any credit for your
Yeah.
I do, oh my gosh, unprovoked. That is so cool to hear. You don't have to say that. This is us, remember this?
Yeah.
That is me giving you a certificate. That's you. Remember how young you were there? We both look so young. But I was wondering if maybe you'd sign this for me.
Yeah.
Would you mind? Let me just fill out real quickly what I assume you'll probably say. And then you'll just put your name right there.
Right here?
Right here, right there where the line is. Mike, thanks for helping me become a champion. You deserve this as much as me. Huck. Wow, that means a lot. Thank you for the sentiment. That's very kind. You are just one of several interesting Clevelanders that I've had the good pleasure to get to know, and I'm proud to call you a friend. Congratulations, young man. Keep being the champion for Cleveland that we need you to be. Will you tell everybody thanks for watching?
Thanks for watching.
Keep nailing it, everyone. There it is, folks. Me and the Huckster. 2 big Cleveland celebrities hanging out like we do. I think we're officially friends now. I am kind of overwhelmed right now. I guess I always get a little overwhelmed around celebrities. I hope you've enjoyed this waltz down Cleveland icon memory lane with me. Please join us next time on The Ultimate Cleveland Show. Till then, I'm gonna be back here hanging 10. Is that what they say, hanging 10? No.